Hello, and welcome to my channel for news about the reports for USA. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Let's begin. First look images from The Housemaid offer a closer look at the upcoming thriller, which is set to debut in theaters on December 19th. The movie, which was directed by Paul Feig, is an adaptation of the popular Freida McFadden novel of the same name, which follows a woman getting a job as a housemaid for a couple with dark secrets. The cast of the upcoming The Housemaid includes Euphoria breakout star Sydney Sweeney as the titular housemaid, Millie Callaway, Oscar nominee Amanda Seyfried, and 1923 star Brandon Sklenar as Millie's employers, Nina and Andrew Winchester, and Michelle Morone as their groundskeeper. Enzo Lionsgate has now shared a collection of first-look images from The Housemaid. They offer a look at all four main characters. Every image but one, Andrew smiling at a dinner table, has a sinister edge, including Enzo looking suspiciously out from the yard and Millie nervously standing by a dollhouse. Amanda Seyfried's Nina is featured in the most images, which depict her bright exterior becoming more and more menacing, as showcased in the image where she is lurking behind Millie, who has spotted her in the bathroom mirror. Check out the full gallery of images below. Amanda Seyfried's overwhelming presence in these images underscores just how important the character played by the Long Bright River star is going to be in The Housemaid. Both Nina and Millie have secrets to hide, and their tete-a-tete is at the center of the original novel. It so far seems to have been given equal weight in the movie. So far, it seems that Seyfried is bringing the character to life perfectly, while Nina's life seems perfect on the outside. She is a mysterious presence who lies to Millie and torments her by intentionally making messes. So the brittle and unsettling presence Seyfried has in these images is a solid evocation of that feeling. Our take on the new images from The Housemaid. Some recent Sydney Sweeney movies have had underwhelming performances at the box office in 2025. This includes the neo-Western crime drama Americana, which had one of the worst wide-release debuts in history, and the survival thriller Eden, which has so far earned $2.4 million against its reported $55 million budget. However, The Housemaid looks like it has the makings of a new hit thriller in the vein of Gone Girl and Paul Feig's own A Simple Favor. If so, it could cement Sweeney as a major movie star after the success of her 2023 rom-com Anyone But You, especially if it's big enough to earn sequels based on McFadden's subsequent novels. The first images from The Housemaid have finally been revealed, and they are everything fans of psychological thrillers could have hoped for: eerie, elegant, and full of tension. Starring two of Hollywood's most compelling talents, Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried, this project has already generated massive buzz as one of 2025's most anticipated films. With the release of these haunting stills, the mystery surrounding The Housemaid has deepened even further, giving fans their first real look into the twisted world the movie will explore. A first look that sends chills down the spine. The newly unveiled images showcase both Sweeney and Seyfried in chillingly atmospheric settings that blend luxury and menace. One still features Sweeney's character, standing in the dimly lit hallway of a sprawling mansion, her face a mix of curiosity and quiet dread. Another captures Seyfried gazing through an ornate mirror, her reflection distorted, suggesting an undercurrent of deceit and psychological warfare. Director Joseph Ruben, known for classics like The Good Son and Sleeping with the Enemy, appears to be channeling his signature suspense-driven style once again. From the first frames alone, it's clear that The Housemaid won't just rely on jump scares. It's designed to unsettle viewers through emotional depth, paranoia, and the terrifying realization that appearances can be fatally deceiving. A tale of secrets, power, and betrayal, while plot details are being kept tightly under wraps. Early reports suggest that The Housemaid revolves around a young woman, played by Sweeney, who takes a job as a live-in maid for an affluent but secretive family. As she grows closer to her enigmatic employer, portrayed by Seyfried, she begins to uncover disturbing truths hidden behind the household's perfect facade. The tension between the two women forms the film's emotional core, an intricate dance of admiration, manipulation, and psychological domination. Sweeney's character reportedly starts out as naive and eager, only to become entangled in a web of deceit and danger she can't easily escape. Seyfried, on the other hand, embodies a complex woman whose charm and elegance mask something far darker beneath the surface. The film explores the fragile boundary between desire and fear, Rubin teased in a recent interview. Sydney and Amanda both deliver performances that feel raw, unpredictable, and magnetic. You won't be able to take your eyes off them. Sydney Sweeney's darkest role. Yet for Sydney Sweeney, the housemaid represents a dramatic shift from her previous roles in Euphoria and Anyone But You. Known for playing emotionally charged and often vulnerable characters, Sweeney steps into darker psychological territory here. In the first images, her transformation is evident. Gone are the glamorized, youthful looks. Instead, she's pale, wary, and visibly haunted. Insiders have already begun calling this her most intense role to date. Sydney completely disappears into the part, said one crew member. There's a raw fragility to her performance, but also an undercurrent of resilience. She keeps you guessing whether she's the victim or something else entirely. Sweeney herself recently spoke about her fascination with the script. It's not just a horror story, it's a study of control and obsession, she said. What drew me in was how real it felt. It's about power, class, and the lengths people go to protect their secrets. Amanda Seyfried embraces her inner enigma. Amanda Seyfried, an Oscar-nominated actress known for her stunning performances in Mank and the Dropout, brings an air of refined mystery to her role. In the first look images, her expressions tell 1,000 stories. Subtle smiles that don't reach her eyes. Postures that radiate authority and loneliness all at once. According to early sources, Seyfried's character blurs the lines between benefactor and manipulator. She's described as a woman living in a golden cage, whose relationship with Sweeney's maid spirals from mentorship into obsession. Fans are already speculating that Seyfried's portrayal may echo the chilling, psychological powerhouses of past cinema. Think Rebecca's, Mrs. Danvers, or Gone Girl's Amy Dunn. It's rare to find a story that lets two women explore power in such a layered, dangerous way, Seyfried shared during a behind-the-scenes interview. The script felt alive, full of tension. Every scene felt like a chess match. The aesthetic, gothic, modern, and utterly captivating. The visual tone of The Housemaid appears to draw inspiration from Gothic classics while incorporating sleek, modern cinematography. The stills hint at a cold color palette, icy blues, muted golds, and shadow-drenched corridors that evoke both opulence and decay. The mansion itself feels like a character, looming in every frame, filled with secrets waiting to be uncovered. Cinematographer Greg Fraser, of Dune and the Batman fame, reportedly brings a stark elegance to the imagery, balancing beauty with discomfort. Every shot tells part of the story, Rubin explained. The light, the silence, the framing, it's all designed to make you question what's real. A collaboration that sparks magic. What has truly captivated fans is the unexpected pairing of Sweeney and Seyfried, two powerhouse actresses from different generations, both known for their emotional depth and fearless choices. Their chemistry, even in still images, radiates a mix of admiration and tension that hints at the psychological battles to come. From day one, Sydney and Amanda brought this electric energy to set, said Rubin. They trusted each other, challenged each other, and pushed the material to new places. You can feel it in every frame. The production reportedly took place in an isolated coastal estate in Ireland, where cast and crew lived on site during filming. This immersive environment allowed both actresses to stay in character for extended periods, further deepening the film's psychological intensity. Fan buzz and industry hype. Since the release of the first images, social media has exploded with excitement. Fans have flooded X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram with theories about the plot, comparing the film's tone to Gone Girl, The Others, and The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Many have praised the perfect casting and hypnotic visual style, calling it a psychological thriller masterpiece in the making. Film critics are also watching closely. Early whispers from insider screenings describe the movie as a slow-burn descent into madness, with standout performances from both leads. One critic teased, "You won't know who to root for or who to fear until the very last scene." When and where to watch, The Housemaid is slated for release in spring 2025, with plans for a limited theatrical debut followed by a major streaming rollout later in the year. Given the early buzz and the pedigree of talent involved, it's already being positioned as a potential awards contender in multiple categories, including Best Actress and Cinematography. With its combination of psychological tension, Powerhouse performances and haunting beauty. The Housemaid promises to be one of the year's most gripping cinematic experiences. The first images alone have done their job. They've left fans desperate for more. The reveal of the Housemaid's first look has confirmed what many already suspected. This is not just another thriller. It's a deep psychological labyrinth led by two of H.